Injury Attorney and Corsets and Cuties Productions. Go to realradio.fm/dance for tickets and details.
Christmas music playing right now on Magic 107.7.
Feliz Navidad.
Magic 107.7.
It's the most wonderful time of the year.
Orlando's Christmas station.
The holidays are here, and GimmeTheVin.com wants to buy your car. Say goodbye to dealing with dealerships, private sale tie kickers, and get a true buy offer for your car. GimmeTheVin.com puts your car right on the money, providing you with a hassle-free online option to sell your car for more. It's as simple as going to GimmeTheVin.com, entering your car's VIN number or license plate number. You can go to one of their office locations, or they'll come to you. It's easy and it's fast. GimmeTheVin.com is America's best car buyer.
Sell us your car. GimmeTheVin.com. So easy you can do it in your underwear.
How do we respond to lowball offers from insurance companies?
With relentless litigation. For the justice you're entitled to after an accident, you know who to call.
Make it a FARA fight. Fair and FARA.
Orlando.
Mills Air in business since 1992. That's over 30 years here in Central Florida. They're not going anywhere. Carrier factory authorized dealer. You can always turn to the experts at Carrier. Equipment change-outs and upgrades right now with up to $1,275 in rebates. Visit millsair.com.
I'm Mo DeWitt, your local Orlando injury attorney. I'm here to talk when you need me. Ready to listen. You deserve someone who's available, responsive, and truly invested in your case. Injured on the go? Just call Mo. I'm just one call away at 1-800-CALL-MO.
Hey Orlando, Joe Rossi here for Greenway Kia. Remember when COVID flipped the car business upside down? Back then, high demand and low inventory drove prices through the roof. Now, many people owe more on their trade-ins than they're worth. So getting the most for your trade matters more than ever. At Greenway Kia, over 40 Greenway dealerships compete to buy your trade. So you could get up to $10,000 over Kelley Blue Book fair market value. Visit GreenwayKias.com during Kia's Season of New Tradition sales event. I'm Joe Rossi, and I want to see you in a Greenway Kia.
Negative equity refinance. Expires 12/7/25.
Step into the magic of the season with Christmas mini sessions at Cosina Creative Photography. From pajama minis to elegant Christmas portraits, outdoor family photos, and our one-of-a-kind Santa experience, we'll create fun and heartwarming family photos that will make your Christmas cards unforgettable. Book your Christmas session at CosinaCreative.com. That's KOSSINA Creative.com. CosinaCreative.com.
Hey, it's that mortgage guy, Don. Good news. Mortgage rates have improved again this week. Get your quote for a refinance to lower payments or get cash out at thatmortgageguyDon.com.
With thatmortgageguyDon.com.
McDonald's is putting value back on the menu. Whether you're craving a Big Mac, McNuggets, or sausage, egg, and cheese McGriddles, make it a meal and save. Your favorite is now your wallet's favorite, too. Extra value meals are back.
The extra value meal is on at McDonald's. Get a sausage McMuffin with egg, hash browns, and a small hot coffee for just $5. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. Prices and participation may vary. Promotion pricing may be lower than meal pricing.
While the Who's of Whoville were laughing and eating, the Grinch from his lair sought to wreak havoc on their season. He thought, how do I ruin their holiday meals? A plan sprang to mind, which he enacted with zeal. Dill pickle seasoning on fries will make for a green surprise. And I know they'll be shocked with these loathsome odd socks. So if you want to experience the Grinch's mischievous meal, head to McDonald's and show him how you really feel. The new Grinch meal, now at McDonald's. At participating McDonald's while supplies last.
Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. I'm John Morgan of Morgan & Morgan. If you've been injured in a car accident, call America's largest injury law firm. For over 35 years, my mission has been to deliver more for our clients, to deliver more for you. Injured? Visit forthepeople.com for an office near you.
Oh, how's that flu, babe? Did you take DayQuil Intense Flu yet?
Nah, I got this. Okay, I don't got this.
You stay on the couch, and I'll grab the DayQuil.
Undo your flu symptoms with DayQuil Intense Flu. DayQuil Intense Flu provides powerful relief of your flu symptoms.
I'm ready for that to-do list.
Wow, you do got this.
DayQuil Intense Flu. The daytime coughing, aching, fever, under your flu, medicine. Use as directed, keep out of reach of children.
Trajan Wealth, your trusted local fiduciary advisor. Visit TrajanWealth.com.
Live from the JustCallMo.com studios. Injured on the go? Just call Mo. From car accidents to personal injury cases, Mo has you covered. Visit JustCallMo.com or dial 1-800-CALL-MO. This is WTKS-FM, HD1 Cocoa Beach, Orlando. An iHeart radio station guaranteed human.
Someone's going to get offended. It's just the way the world works. So to hopefully save everyone a little time and or energy, here's this. The opinions that you hear are those of the host and callers, and not those of iHeartMedia, its management, or advertisers.
The News Junkie is on. The three best friends you never knew you had, running through the most viral stories of the day. The News Junkie Sean Wasson with Sabrina and C-Lane.
It is Tuesday, December 2nd, 2025. Lots to get to today, from big drug boat drama to Trump drops his MRI results, and internet fights erupt, and another cheerleader and a new murder mystery shocker, plus your calls, dispatches, emails, texts, and more. Hey there, Sabrina.
Howdy doody.
Hello, Celia. What's happening? And hello to you. You can join us on the show today. All you have to do is send us a dispatch. Go to thenewsjunkie.com and record on your first dispatch today. You can also watch the show on YouTube and twitch.tv/thenewsjunkie. Your message is rolling right in the studio in real time. And it is, friends, a Share the Show Tuesday. That means you share the show. Tell somebody. Just go, hey, I got this weird show I listen to. It's viral news stuff, and it gets wild, and it's better than the same three songs over and over. Send the link to a friend, and the News Junkie shall spread on to more people. Thanks to you.
Spread it.
On a Share the Show Tuesday. How's everybody doing on a Tuesday?
Real good.
Great. How are you?
Yeah.
I don't believe C-Lane for some reason.
Why? Don't
just
believe
the way
me.
you said it, like you look both ways before you said it, like you were about to cross the street. Yeah, I don't know what was going on there. Something told me that you weren't being a genuine, but you are. You're saying you are.
Yeah, it was good.
Okay.
Had a fun night last night. Wife and I got let the baby have a night away and had a little date
night out for Jackson. Did you keep him in the car or something?
No, there's people that are willing to watch him.
Oh, that's nice.
Night out for Jackson is just a little extra whiskey for him, and then you say nighty night.
More than the normal amount, yes.
And then you sing "Bird Is the Word" or whatever that song is that he's obsessed with.
Oh,
right now,
not that one.
Which one is it?
It's the one that the band's name has Dick in it. Right?
That's a newer one.
Can you say the whole band name so people can understand what I mean?
Dead-Eye Dick. Yeah.
That's the new one, but no, the old one that was driving me nuts for a while was the Witch Doctor song.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, okay. Well, we're here on a Share the Show Tuesday. We have a lot of stuff to go through today. As one might imagine, Celia, did you get that clip that I sent you at the very last minute censored, or are we going to have to wait for that?
I have it censored. Do you want to play it right now?
I was going to. If that's,
all right.
You did not indicate that.
I know I should have.
Send it to your Gmail.
Yeah, if you don't mind.
Going through the tubes.
I'll chit-chat in the meantime because I wanted to tell people something. A big, fat, giant, smoldering thank you for the Cyber Monday sale yesterday.
You did.
Thank you. You guys sold out all of the shirts that we had in inventory very, very quickly, and that is much, much appreciated. In fact, these are going to go out record time because I've already pulled them. They're already roped in and ready to go. And then you'll probably get these either, I would say, later this week, if not, at the very latest, early next week.
So this week seems doable. It's very doable.
Yeah, I mean, look, we don't have to wait for the printers this time or anything like that. It's a much, much easier process. So thank you again for making it a successful Cyber Monday yesterday. Super sorry to some of the folks who were upset with us. Oh, boy, did we get that this morning.
They always mad.
I'll bring you one here real quick. This person says to tipsofthenewsjunkie.com, before we get into our opening clip, they say, I deliver mail in Boynton Beach, Florida. Monday is the worst day for you guys to put up merch. I went to work at 6 a.m. I got home at 8:39 p.m. I never had a chance to order any merch. It's 10:07, and I am pissed.
Okay.
This person says.
It's Cyber Monday, though. I understand that throughout the rest of the year, but did you send that same email to Amazon? And apparently Uber Eats had Cyber Monday deals. Saw that last night. Yeah.
They were more mad at us than anybody else, I guess, at least
what
at the moment.
size shirt are you, bud?
But they said, we need more time. Mail carriers, UPS, etc. We need more time. Sorry about that. It wasn't on purpose, I assure you. Let's put our ears to the ground, our fingers on the pulse to see what's happening in this great big wide world of ours. And now we put our faith in Christopher Dolores Lane to see if he's properly censored this opening clip. Why is that a problem?
I don't know.
It's a problem because there's
a lot of S words in this one.
Yeah. This is something that went viral over the weekend, and it's some guy who goes into a store and starts just asking this woman if she'll F him.
Okay.
Just goes into the store. Her message on her post, which
Black
went
Friday?
mega viral. I don't know exactly what date it was, but her message was, it's on the screen here. It says, I am a female running my normal work route when this man at a gas station approaches me while I'm filling out my notes. All right. And some guy comes up to her in the gas station, this lovely lady, and he begins to just say, hey, you want to F? And it gets weird. It gets very, very weird. So let's go in. Here we go.
What did you say?
Let's go to my house and
Are you okay?
No, I'm not okay.
I don't know him.
I'm not okay. I'm the baddest motherfucker in the whole multiverse.
Okay,
In the whole multiverse.
I'm the baddest MFer in the whole multiverse, he says. He said, do you want to go back to my house and have sex, essentially, is what he's saying. I don't know if this is a man in the middle of a mental
This sounds breakdowny.
Yeah, or
But with
if this
confidence,
is like,
man. He's smiling.
is this like the old trope in movies where they go, hey, if you just ask 100 women if they'll go back to your house and have sex with you, 1%, even that means one of them will say yes. I don't know.
Or maybe he got a yes in another section of the multiverse.
Yeah, he could have. Yeah, and he's like, that's why he thinks he's the baddest MFer in the multiverse, and he must press on.
The universe where no does not exist.
Yeah. Somebody says this is a TikTok challenge. I don't think that's what we're seeing here. No.
Come on, let's go.
Okay, this is a little uncomfortable.
Getting a bit vibe.
Get the out of here.
She says, this is a little bit uncomfortable. Dude, get the F out of here. I think you're going to turn the corner on your this is a bit vibes. I do momentarily.
I don't
here,
think she was the one that said it was getting uncomfortable.
Oh,
the woman holding the
said
camera.
it?
No, I think somebody else there. I think there's a third person.
Third person watching and like, I'm uncomfortable.
But I also
Bitch, how
want
are
to
you
F.
uncomfortable? Yeah. I will take him up on
You
his
know how
offer
you can
right
be
now.
more comfortable if you go F him. Let's go, go to the thing.
They're screaming fake on chat. You guys have bad fake detectors. All right,
Okay,
a lot of you are
please,
not
Sean.
good at
You
this.
saw the whole clip first.
I know.
You
I
would
know
be
that.
sus at this moment as well.
Maybe just let's go through the journey together.
This is a little uncomfortable. Dude, get the out of here. I swear.
Call the police on me.
Yeah, I will.
He said, call the police on me.
Yeah, let's go.
Who the are
Let's
you?
go. And then you can call the police on me. For raping me or whatever. It doesn't matter.
Are you okay?
No, I just want to.
All right, now this is starting to draw some attention in the store, as you might imagine, right?
What's this guy doing?
Well, what's he up to over there? What we got going on over here? And this guy just keeps pushing on. He's like, you can call the cops if you want. You could call the cops and tell them I did, X, Y, or Z if you want. I just want to do this right now.
Do what?
Now, have sex. The F word is what he's saying over and over and over and over again.
It's really the only curse word that he used, but he did use it a lot of times.
I would say somewhere on the order of 45 F words that this guy dropped. So we're not through the minefield just yet.
You come this way. What the Dude, get away from me.
He's following her again.
Call the police, whatever. Let's go right now.
Get away from me.
Yeah, let's go right now.
Get away from me, dude.
Let's go to my house.
What are you doing? No. Get away. What the f***?
You want to go
No, now he's asking somebody else.
Jesus, man. Have you heard of masturbation? Like, come on.
Somebody comes up and goes, this is inappropriate. He goes, you want to do it? You what about you, babe? What the strategy is not great. Enter the police.
Absolutely not, sir.
Oh, I want to have sex with all these women.
The cop comes in. And he says to the cop, I want to have sex with all these women.
Fornication, officer.
Yeah. So just so you know, police officer, I would like to have sex with all of these women. I'm not asking for a lot here, okay?
You want to go?
No. What?
You want to?
Absolutely not, sir.
Oh, I want to have sex with all these women. Let's step out for a second.
Let's step outside for a second.
He comes in here all the time.
Lady at the front counter said he comes in here all the time.
He's never like this.
Yeah, what's going on?
Usually it's
Are you serious?
That's why it seems to be like a spiral.
Oh, now he's fighting the cop.
Okay.
He's just leaning in on the cop for
Oh,
some
cop's
reason.
calling back up. This idiot's trying to push
He
me.
must be like...
The cop shoves him right out of the store and into the parking lot, arrests this guy. And
We got a name.
obviously, no, I don't know. I mean, I know what the guy's name is, but obviously, what the hell? Very weird. And a lot of people were saying like, oh, yeah, this is some sort of breakdown. I mean, there can be breakdowns where weird sexual stuff does happen. It always brings me back to that Coney 2012, I think, guy.
Right.
Remember?
That fully nude.
Yeah, and he took off all his clothes and was like, abusing himself and in public and doing all these things. It's a strange one, man. Very, very odd. But there you go. Let us know what you think. Send a dispatch over at thenewsjunkie.com. We have so many things to go through today. And we want to see what you have on your mind, of course. So send us a dispatch over at thenewsjunkie.com. We've been nuking these boats, baby. Not actually dropping nukes on them, but we've been dropping bombs on these drug boats, these alleged drug boats out there.
And getting all the footage on social media.
Yeah.
Very next minute.
Like, here's an example. Like, you got these boats just cruising through the Caribbean, and then the U.S. goes, narco boat, they're terrorists now. Shabang! And they drop bombs on them and they blow up the boats. And that's been sort of a big deal over the last little bit. It's interesting.
They know this. Like, I would hope that there's information to back it up because those infrared, I see boat, I see people, but where's the evidence that there are drugs in it? Just because it's a cigarette boat in the middle of the ocean, other people use their boats to travel or enjoy themselves in the middle of the ocean.
The claim is that these are like known drug trafficking routes and they have intel on these boats that they're going after. This is why when I talked about this before, I was like, if you're going to do this, you have to be absolutely upfront with the American people with all of the information we have. Like, who are these people? What do we know about these boats? And you're just killing the people. So I mean,
that's a great point, and yes, it should be that way. But let's be honest here.
I don't want trust me, bro. When you're just killing people. But yeah, it's like bombs ahoy on all these drug boats, and of course, this has prompted this big argument, which is kind of a weird one because a lot of the people who I see, it's so weird. On the same day, I see a lot of people who are like, "This is extrajudicial murder." This is unbelievable. How could they do this? This is a war crime. Oh, man, Luigi Mangione was in court today? Damn, he looks fine. And
he does look good. What has he been doing in prison?
This is either you like extrajudicial killing or you don't like it, which for the record just means outside of a judge in a courtroom and all of those things, you're just taking it upon yourselves to kill the people involved. It's exactly what Luigi Mangione did. A lot of the people who are saying, how could we ever, with these drug boats, are very, very supportive. And in fact, I saw thread after thread after thread yesterday on Reddit and other platforms where people were supporting this kind of stuff. So there's a hypocrisy on the front of at least some people talking about
but there's
this.
no accountability when it comes to this. I mean, Luigi Mangione is going through trial right now. He could be sentenced for the rest of his life.
Well, that's
for
not
his
necessarily true.
premeditated murder of. What do you mean?
First of all, the people who I'm talking about would not have that be the case. They would have this man be freed immediately and thrown a party in the streets, a parade. They would not have him face any sort of accountability. But it's not necessarily true that they won't face any sort of accountability for this. Especially there's this idea that one of the boats, they dropped a bomb on the boat, and I guess they could see Austin Powers style that somebody was like, I'm still alive down here.
I'm very badly burnt.
My legs.
And they hit the button and they dropped another one on the guy. And I'm like, oh my God, you could have grabbed that guy and taken him in.
But why not do the whole surround them with the government boats and take them down and have the cool picture next to the mountain of drugs that they seized?
I don't know. I think the argument there is that they can't catch these people, but boat people.
Why couldn't you catch these people? You have to get the same boat.
Well, imagine that you have your naval fleet, right? They don't go for speed and they don't chase these kind of boats down. Now, they could get some sort of boat that would chase after these people. I want to open that up to people who know about naval exercises, more about boats and these things. Why wouldn't they just do it that way? Can we like a police chase on the road? Can we chase after these boats and get them? Or, is there another reason why they would just never be able to catch up with them? I honestly don't know. But I know there's a lot of different ideas as to what should happen with this. Franklin the Turtle has entered the debate as well. Didn't think that was going to happen.
Throwback?
Yeah, Franklin the Turtle has entered the debate. Different people have different thoughts on what should happen here.
On the boat where they double tapped. The boat where they bombed again after they saw survivors. Is the argument incorrect or valid that once you capture somebody in war, you're supposed to treat them humanely at some point? Once they're no longer a threat to you?
I think that probably would be the case. Yeah, even in the case of war, you're not supposed to just gun down somebody who's got their hands up in the air. It becomes like a war crime, which is why I was saying it doesn't mean this is beyond anybody getting in trouble. I've got some more on this. I want to talk about the Franklin the Turtle angle, because the creator of Franklin the Turtle is upset that he has been dragged in to this drug cargo boat. I can imagine.
I mean, we haven't heard from Franklin in decades.
Also, Franklin is Canadian. Why is?
Oh, he was? Well, he was playing on PBS.
Franklin the Turtle, I'm almost positive. Yes, he is. Because their comment is he's a Canadian icon.
This is news to me. I did not know Franklin was Canadian.
Yeah, if Franklin is Canadian, why is he? All of this will make sense. We'll talk about some of the drama going on behind the scenes here. We'll see what you think about these drug boat bombings and the drama surrounding it, and Franklin and all the rest in just a bit. We also have some big drama on the football field last night for Monday Night Football. And all things going on in the world of Monday Night Football. I want to see what everybody thought about that. We got you with a bunch of dispatches, and we got a lot on deck on a very busy Share the Show Tuesday. It's all coming up next on the News Chunky.
Real Radio is on Instagram at Real Radio 1041. Sponsored by the law offices of Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys. Call the law offices of Anajar and Levine at 1-800-747-FREE.
That's 1-800-747-3733. From the Clausman Law Traffic Center, car crash, call Clausman Law.
Hello.
Typical slowdowns between Osceola Parkway and State Road 535.
How are you?
Accidents really affecting your ride here.
Go, Mike, activated.
Roadways to be slippery.
Cameraman, on.
Traffic troubles, call the Valvoline Instant Oil Change Traffic Tip Line at 8.
Topics says this looks bad in the general public's opinion. Yes. True. Very true. Yeah, the average person in the polling data that I've seen does not support, more people do not support than support the bombing of these drug boats.
So go to Blindster.com today. To 15-year-old Harper, buying an $80 vintage rock t-shirt is a great investment.
U.S. isn't under the jurisdiction of international courts, so it can't commit war crimes. International courts and international law,
generally speaking, aren't a thing. People like to bring these things up, and they're like, this is an international crime. The international courts have said that there is no such thing. You live in a country, you abide by the rules and laws and jurisdictions of that country. International law only makes sense if everybody's participating, and then everybody's going to extradite their people to all of the different places, which doesn't really occur. Hey, Landscape. How you doing? Good to see you on a Tuesday. Hit that like button on the stream. We'll get into Franklin talk when we come back. Hi, chick named Woody. Good to see you. Bombing the boats in general needs to be accompanied by who they're killing. Yeah, this is what I said. Like, I don't shed tears if these people are literally bringing fentanyl into different countries. They are a part and party to mass murder if they're involved in the illegal, illicit fentanyl trade. I don't shed tears for them. But on the other hand, like if you're going to blow these guys off the face of the planet, you should probably go, here are the people that we killed. Here's all the intel we had that they were bad people. Here's exactly legally why we were in the right to do this. And here's why this saved countless American lives. Like, people could not believe it and think it was propaganda, but you have to at least put that info out there. That's just my opinion, how I'd like to see it. Canadian travel to the U.S. is down by 35 to 40%. At least, no, it's not. Number one, it's much less than that. Also, number two, we don't really care. So it's not having a huge impact on the United States of America. Only a matter of time till the cartels use USA citizens to captain drug boats. Only a matter of time. And by the way, I think they would still blow those up. But only a matter of time until the cartels start kidnapping Americans. That's what I see happening. Only a matter of time. Only a matter of time before the cartels start a weird, off-the-grid war and say, this is going tit for tat, and we're going to find people in Mexico, we're going to find people in Colombia, and we're going to kidnap Americans and start killing them. That's what I would see happening here. Agree or disagree? Only 12,069 chats on this channel. What does that mean?
If your breath smells like the food you just ate, that's all people remember. It's not your fault. Bad breath often comes from your gut, and most regular gums.
I have 1,236 hours of TNJ Twitch this year. Thank God. Think of how much smarter you are as a result of this. I can see your big, beautiful brain from here.
Capsules are coated with powerful, delicious mint and filled with parsley seed oil, clinically tested to fight the.
We're talking about Twitch recap. Oh, nice.
Coffee, even smoker's breath.
This is why Sean is going on a cruise to sneak a pallet of his nose powder. No, number one, please don't put that on me. My security check-in might be very uncomfortable if you keep pushing that line. But I have seen that the price, this is not from personal experience, but I have seen that the price of many different types of drugs, including marching powder, has skyrocketed, apparently. The price of these drugs has really gone up. Trump wants it to escalate? That's the point? Maybe. It seems like he's using this for pressure on Venezuela and Maduro. I don't know. It could definitely be bad if they just, in these countries, start kidnapping Americans. Obviously, American travel to those countries would go to zilch immediately if that happened. 90 seconds and we're back live on the show. We'll talk about Franklin. We'll get his Canadian ass involved in this discussion. Zach says, I wonder if this is why all the orcas were attacking boats. They're jacked out of their minds. I thought the drug prices were going down. Different types. Hell's Angels bikers are secretly dissolving the cartels on the border. Buddy, let me tell you something, okay? Hell's Angels had its moment, and they had big chapters that had muscle across the country. If you think Hell's Angels in 2025 can take on the cartels, whoa, boy. These cartels have absolute militaries. That chat. Who would win? Hell's Angels or the cartel? Chat. Hell's Angels or the cartel? Who would win? You're out of your mind. Hell's Angels or the cartel? The cartel. Every day. Not even close.
Big 107.7, Orlando's Christmas station. On the go. Tap the holiday banner or just search holiday. And you'll see customized stations like iHeart Christmas Classics, iHeart Country Christmas, and tons of playlists to set the mood. You've got enough to do. Let us handle the music. Open the free iHeart Radio app now and start listening.
Do you own a small business? A seismic shift is coming. It's time to get super sure.
Preparing you for the impending robot uprising. This is the News Junkie.
Monday Night Football got weird last night. I'll tell you what happened, and I'll play for you because everybody had the same exact reaction. It was weird. It's coming up in just a moment here on the show. Some of you in chat are, I don't know, out of this world. You have takes that I look at and I go, do you really believe that? And if so, is this some sort of sign that our education system in the United States is even worse than I think? Because I see stuff like this. We're talking about the strikes on these drug boats, and somebody over on chat is like, Hell's Angels are on the border, and they're going to defeat the cartels, right? And I go, the Hell's Angels in like the 60s and 70s, I think, had some pretty good numbers, and they had some pretty good strength and stuff. But even then, they couldn't do this. And the Hell's Angels in 2025, if you think they can defeat the cartels, you are out of your mind. Wow. The cartels have a full military. They have surface-to-air weapons. The cartel, like, if there was a battle on one battlefield of a major drug cartel versus the Hell's Angels, it would be 5 seconds. And then all the Hell's Angels people and all of their leather would be ripped to shreds all over the ground. It wouldn't be close.
Or a limited series by Vince Gilligan.
I'd watch it. Yeah.
I would watch it as well. As a matter of fact, never mind Vince, it is ours. Audio trademark.
Sort of a crossover. What's the I never seen it, but what's the popular TV show about motorcycle guys?
Remember
that one? Anarchy. Sons of Anarchy. That is like Sons of Anarchy crashing into Narcos. Those worlds coming together. While it might make for a good TV show, like I think there's a 0% chance that the Hell's Angels could defeat a cartel.
Ask ChatGPT.
There's no way. I will. Let's see what we got here. Let's see.
But it's a particular cartel, I imagine. So let's pick the one.
I'll take the Sinaloa cartel or something. Could the Hell's Angels in the United States defeat one of the large drug cartels if there was a head-to-head war? We'll need to know, like, maybe how many people are suspected to be in these groups and what kind of weaponry they have, and then who would win in a battle between those two. There's just no
difficult to give precise numbers, but generally, drug cartels, especially those in Latin America, are much larger and better equipped than groups like the Hell's Angels.
True.
Cartels have access to military-grade weaponry and vast resources.
See?
The Hell's Angels, while notorious, are smaller and less organized for large-scale conflict.
Yeah.
In a head-to-head war, a large drug cartel would likely have the upper hand.
Yeah, there's no way they wouldn't win that.
All the Hells Angels that love the show are like, boys, we've got some work to do.
I'm not coming at you, Hells Angels. I got no problems with you. I got no beefs with any of the biker gang guys. All I know is, and I think you would agree, if it was your biker gang versus a cartel, you're not going to be excited about the potential outcome there.
Unless you can hook up with a military supplier.
The cartels are so big and powerful, they literally run a lot of the countries where they exist. In Central America, parts of Mexico, like literal cities that are run by the cartels. South America, there's just no way that a biker gang in 2025 would have any shot at beating them. So the U.S. government is just going to blow up all their boats. That's the answer that we have here. And a lot of stories out there about this today. This says the White House confirmed the military fired twice at a single alleged drug boat in early September. A source told PBS News the military knew there were survivors in the water after the first hit, and that source suggests that they were like, bombs away, leave no survivors, and you just end up bombing these people, which I understand why people have concern about this. Literally, I don't want any government ever just going, I think those are the bad guys. That seems bad.
Oh, you know what I watched last night was House of Dynamite?
I don't know that one.
The Netflix one. I thought you had watched it.
I think
with Idris Elba as the president, but it shows like if we were going to get a nuclear bomb.
Piece of garbage.
I was very intrigued. I was not pleased with the ending. But I obviously, as I'm watching, as one ADHDer in 2025 does, is like look at how realistic it is. And when it comes to, it was a very similar storyline. Like, what do we do in this moment? Who are we bombing? How do we stop what could be an all-out war? Is it surrendering or is it suicide? So when it comes to this, I mean, it could be realistic. At what point will the cartel want to seek revenge? Retaliation.
Not only already, they already have bounties on the heads of particular officials and all sorts of other folks out there involved. But I think every action causes, in most cases at least, a reaction. And I could see that reaction being, oh, yeah, you want to keep blowing these boats up? Well, what we're going to do is we're just going to start kidnapping rando Americans in these countries. And then you've got this weird proxy war going on between the United States government and the cartels. And then nobody wants to travel anywhere because U.S. citizens are getting kidnapped.
At what point is Mexico going to be like on that website that says you shouldn't travel here? Probably should not vacation.
If that started to happen, if they were like, you keep blowing up our boats full of drugs, we're going to start kidnapping your American civilians, I think that could happen. I really do. And as a response to all of this, the Secretary of Defense, or Secretary of War, Pete Hegseth, he posted Franklin the Turtle, and the meme said, a classic Franklin story, Franklin targets narco-terrorists.
All right, what are we doing here, man?
And it's got the famed Franklin the Turtle, the little kid's cartoon turtle, and he's shooting at the drug traffickers in the boats. And I'll get to this in a second because they've got a response, the Franklin the Turtle people.
I mean, I can understand the response.
It turns out they don't like it. Yeah, I mean, I know it's shocking, but they don't like their turtle to be involved in this particular crisis. Plus, as I said, he's Canadian, so it just doesn't make sense. Here's Mark Kelly, I believe, talking about the Franklin angle here.
He's putting out on the internet turtles with rocket-propelled grenades. I mean, have you seen this? This is the Secretary of Defense. This is not a serious person. He should have been fired after Signalgate.
He said he should be fired. He's not a serious person. I don't know. That's when they were like sharing messages that should have been classified on the Signal social platform, I believe.
Signalgate.
The Franklin people said Franklin the Turtle is a beloved Canadian icon. Oh, who has inspired generations of children and stands for kindness, empathy, and inclusivity. We strongly condemn any denigrating, violent, or unauthorized use of Franklin's name or image. which directly contradicts these values. It must be weird to be a kid in 2025.
Absolutely. Well, so Franklin is somewhat of our time. Like, I do remember I wasn't a kid. I was certainly in middle school, junior high, maybe when it was coming out. Did not know he was Canadian. Franklin did not talk about Canada, if I remember correctly.
I don't think I really have a connection with Franklin the Turtle.
I just know what he looks like. But thirdly, it's extremely random. And why use Franklin? And I am not going to hate on the creator for saying that. Like,
no,
all the things, it's not like...
Nobody blames the creator of Franklin for being mad that Franklin's involved in this.
Why did he use Franklin, though? It's so strange.
I don't know. Franklin was the one. That's what he went with. This is suggesting
why not G.I. Joe?
Season one of Franklin started. Season one of Franklin started in 1997. So
damn.
Yeah, I mean,
all
like,
right, I was a kid.
Yeah, it could be like some millennial action in there.
Yeah,
and,
Sean, you were what, 22?
No. I was just a teenager, 16 years old when old Franklin came out.
America's a whore.
And yeah, I was a punk rocker. I probably didn't like Franklin much, but it wasn't because of the narco terrorist thing. And what's so fun for me is
Sean would have gotten a tattoo of Franklin the Turtle bombing narco terrorists.
2 middle fingers up.
Probably. That's glad I didn't get tattoos at 16. The tattoos I got at 18 were bad enough. So there are very different ideas on how we should treat these alleged drug traffickers. And a lot of them, if they are drug traffickers, are trying to bring fentanyl and other drugs into the United States of America. That kills a lot of people. That is very, very bad to have that coming into the country.
I thought at one point, though, that the cartels were themselves like anti-fentanyl, or at least one of them were. Like, didn't they put up a big sign that was like...
No, they were turning in their own... remember?
I think it was of impacting their other sales. So they were like,
sales. I do remember that. Yeah,
we don't want to kill off all of the people who buy our stuff because this stuff is just a little bit too strong. But I think overall, the cartels are behind a lot of the fentanyl that goes around, comes across the borders, et cetera, et cetera. So there's two very, 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 very different takes on what we should do with the drug trafficker people. Let's go to The View for take number one.
I can't speak to the law of it. I don't know. I'm not a geopolitical expert. But in terms of the law of it, you're right, really? Sarah. That is why those Army vets explained, do not follow, you do not have to follow illegal orders. You know why? Because if this is deemed to have been war crimes, which by all accounts right now, there are 7 sources that said Pete Hegseth did say kill them all, even after there were 2 survivors, which you're supposed to do under international law. You are supposed to take those fighters as war criminals, prisoners of war, and you're supposed to give them refuge, and you're supposed to take care of them, and then you are supposed to put them into a court of law.
All right, so she wants to take care of them, give them refuge, and then bring them into a court of law. That's what they're saying over on The View.
Strange.
Well, let me give you the other side of the coin here, because Megyn Kelly, she wants a very different thing for these drug boat people. So here's
I really do kind of not only want to see them killed in the water, whether they're on the boat or in the water, but I'd really like to see them suffer. I would like Trump and Hegseth to make it last a long time so that they lose a limb and bleed out a little. Like, I'm really having a difficult time ginning up sympathy for these guys.
The guy she's interviewing, he's like...
Okay. Two very, very different takes. One is we should take them in and swaddle them and give them food and give them like shelter and then put them in front of the court system.
Megyn Kelly wants them to
bleed out,
chop off a limb with a spoon.
It's very like Thriller series. Now, what was the first commercial after that?
I don't know.
Brought to you by Tampax or...
All I know is when I'm watching this, I'm like, oh, God, it's such a weird spot for me because if these people are trafficking fentanyl, I don't care about them, right? I don't care. I care about the rule of law and how countries should behave, and I care about all those things. I don't care about fentanyl traffickers. They kill millions of people, you know what I mean? But the way she said that, like, I want them to slowly
writhe and
just
die.
bleed out, step on their face.
I'll go back to that.
So I really do kind of not only want to see them killed in the water, whether they're on the boat or in the water, but I'd really like to see them suffer. I would like Trump and Hegseth to make it last a long time so that they lose a limb and bleed out a little. Like, I'm really having a difficult time ginning up sympathy for these guys who 10 seconds earlier almost got taken out by the initial bomb, but because they managed to get ejected, a little too soon, had to be taken out in the water.
So she wants this to last a while. She wants it to hurt. It's very, very different views on what should happen here. Let us know what you think. Send a dispatch over at thenewsjunkie.com.
I mean, she said it's not like they're 5 years old. It's like once they're 15, it's fair game.
5-year-olds are very easy to cut limbs off and allow them to bleed out.
I still think we should all be able to agree that Franklin shouldn't be catching strays on this.
Absolutely not. He has nothing to do with this.
He's a little turtle. He's a Canadian turtle, man. Does Canada even have turtles? Do they?
Sean, come on, man.
What do you mean, come on, man?
I'm
They're
going to Google it as I try
animals.
to make it seem like I knew the fact the whole time.
The turtles are warm-blooded, right? And or they could so they need
turtles hibernate. Yeah, they both have freshwater and sea turtles in Canada. 8 freshwater species found in provinces, mostly in the south, and 4 sea turtle species occasionally seen in Canadian waters.
Yeah, but that's not Franklin.
What? Franklin's a land turtle.
He's got to be a land turtle. Otherwise, there's trouble in Franklinville.
Well, in that picture, he was an air turtle.
Only because he was in a military helicopter.
All right, Franklin is a box turtle.
All right,
Same.
yeah. Mm.
And due to his shell's shape, he is anthropomorphic character who lives in a house on the land.
Why?
Not in water. Because
why would a turtle live in a house?
Because he's a land turtle.
Yeah, but a land turtle lives in their shell. That is their house.
Okay, but also Franklin has a cap and a bandana around his neck, and he teaches lessons to children. So
you see, this is why he didn't need to be involved in this at all. It's just too much. It didn't need to happen this way.
He's a box turtle, and Canada has box turtles, I think.
Do you know they do? Because Canada has land turtles as cold as it is in Canada?
Yes, they have. I just told you, it's like 4 species of...
No, you named the water turtles. You said it was in freshwater and saltwater.
Damn it, Sean.
Do you know the theme song for Franklin? Hey, it's Franklin?
Hey,
no.
it's Franklin.
It's composed by Bruce Cockburn.
Bruce Cockburn. Am I supposed to know who that is, other than the funny name?
That's it.
Okay.
He's another
That's
Canadian.
all you need.
He had a name before. Crazy night in college. So they have land turtles, which are technically a type of freshwater turtle, though some species spend a significant amount of time on land. Highest diversity and concentration of these turtles are found in southern Ontario and Quebec, and they prefer habitats like wetlands, ponds, slow-motion rivers, and slow-moving rivers and shallow lakes.
The thing I didn't think about was there actually aren't that many full-time land turtles, I guess, because they like to go in the water. All of them do.
Right.
Opposed to maybe a tortoise. I don't think a tortoise does, though.
I think that's why the Ninja Turtles lived in the sewer, because there was a source of water.
The thing is, they are part of the underground, so I wouldn't be surprised if the Ninja Turtles were fighting on behalf of the narco-terrorists.
If you had to pick a turtle to fight the narco-terrorists, it would be the Ninja Turtles.
I agree.
That's what they side with. They're the underground people, and they're the turtles with the Master Splinter guy. I mean, come on. I feel like
but they cannot swim at all. That's the problem. They're land turtles.
Yeah. They would have a couple issues. Anyways, get into this debate with us here. Join us with the
maybe
dispatch.
Not. I don't know.
Yeah, please do. Please do. Go over to thenewsjunkie.com and record your dispatch right now. We'll get into the awkward moment on Monday Night Football, and everybody, I'll play it for you, everybody had the same exact response to this. It was weird, and it is coming up next on the News Junkie.
Classic Alternative this weekend on Real Radio 104.1. Real Music Weekends are Classic Alternative.
This weather report is brought to you.
To 50% chance of rain is expected, though, and this is all a part of a cold front, which will be helping to usher in some cool.
Sports, baby. Coming up next. Big sports goofs. Big Monday Night Football sports goofs. Wait till you hear this. Ninja Turtles. Would they fight for or against the cartels? That's my question for you. Ninja Turtles, for or against the cartel? Because they are underground. They're illegal, right? I mean, they feel illegal. Master Splinter definitely doesn't have any papers, right? But they do go against the bad guys. But Shredder and Bebop and Rocksteady don't strike me as your run-of-the-mill cartel types. I don't think that's the case. In fact, if anybody looks like a cartel type, it would be Casey Jones, who teams up with the Ninja Turtles. So, who has better access to pizza? True. Probably the most important question in this. If it's fentanyl, they're against it, but if it's weed, they would be pro? That could be true. Let's be real. There's no way at least 3 of those 4 turtles are not stoners. There's no way. At least 3 of the 4. Michelangelo is not a stoner? Are you kidding me? Get out of here. This guy knows a lot about Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles? I grew up on Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles before Seth Rogen took the franchise like a monkey fucking a football and completely obliterated everything. And then Michael Bay took the Turtles and morphed their faces into an unrecognizable shape that no TMNT fan would ever support. We go back to Laird in the comics and all of those things. Bring me the black and white Turtles, baby. 1 minute and we're coming back live. They made April black? I don't know. I don't know what's going on in the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle world. Eastman and Laird, true. Ninja Turtles was hardcore back then. It really was, the first one. Love it. All right, here we go. Coming back.
Control.
Daddy, we need more balloons.
On it. Enjoy life's important moments without congestion. Try Sinex Saline from Vicks. Just Sinex. Breathe. Use as directed.
The free iHeartRadio app. Pure audio awesomeness.
The most live radio stations and the most podcasts.
And you can access them instantly by making them a preset.
And it's all 100% free.
Join the millions who already have it on their smartphone.
The free iHeartRadio app. The #1 app for radio.
You can depend on Florida farmers. Our farm is where we live and work. It's where we raise our families and provide for yours. When you shop for Florida-grown fruits and vegetables, look for local. Choose Fresh from Florida, the homegrown brand of Florida farmers.
Watching the world burn with some friends since 2007. This
Want to share the show Tuesday? Welcome into the world's most viral newsroom, and you can, of course, learn more about the show over at thenewsjunkie.com right now. We are world famous for our sports prowess. Man, are we good at sports.
Oh, yeah.
We know it from the fields to the fans to the Phillies and the pitch. Oh, soccer. Yeah, that's right. Soccer stuff. We are on top of all things sports on this show. And that's why everybody watched Monday Night Football last night, right?
Oh,
Am I right?
Didn't stop watching it.
Did you see the big moment? You saw the moment everybody was talking about on Monday Night Football?
I missed the moment.
I know exactly the moment you're talking about, and I'm not part of this little bit when I say that.
I got to tell you.
You don't believe me.
It was, what is it then? What is it?
It's a celebration.
Bitches. A celebration of what?
The coach's 800th game.
Son of a bitch.
Yeah,
That's not it. Unfortunately. I mean, that might have. Hold on.
It did happen. I don't know if it was football or not. I just saw the celebration.
I have to backtrack here. That may have happened. I don't know. I can't say definitively. But I can say this. This was a moment during Monday Night Football where things went weird. And it had some people saying, oh, you want to talk about rigged games. You want to talk about games that are rigged for the betting platforms. There's no better example. And everybody had the same response to this field goal kick gone wrong. Here is how it went down on that Peyton Manning thing. The kicker went to kick the ball.
Hold on. Why is Danny DeVito here?
Why
I'm
not?
sorry. Do you have a problem with Danny DeVito being on the coverage?
I very much enjoy Danny DeVito, but they just have him as a guest on the Peyton Manning thing?
Danny DeVito's here. He covers football with him. This is what happens. And all of them say the same thing. This kicker goes up to kick the field goal, and instead of shanking it off to one side or the other or whatever, the kicker's foot hits the ground, and he never even hits the football. All of them. The Mannings said, I've not seen that. I've never seen that. Danny DeVito's like, I've never seen that. I've never seen that. I've never seen that. Where the kicker is going up. Ready? Kicker's going up. He kicks the ground.
Oh, you idiot.
He never even hit the football.
That's not his first time.
He kicked the ground, and then he kind of stumbled out of the way. And the
was
ball
this for the winning point?
This was, well, obviously for a field goal. I don't know at what point in the score it was, but it didn't go well. He kicked the ground.
That's like...
And he missed it by what?
Seems like kicker 101.
He missed it by a foot. He missed it by like a long shot. And every single person on the broadcast was like, I've never seen that before. I've never seen that. I've not seen that ever. Troy Aikman on the actual live broadcast.
7-yard try.
Never seen that.
No one's ever seen that.
Everybody saying the same thing, that they don't think they've ever seen that before. Somebody says, so rigged. I mean, if you wanted to rig a game and especially rig a field goal that people were betting on, they'll go, hey, I don't even want you to risk actually kicking it. You risk kicking it, there's a chance I lose my bet. And this is supposed to be rigged and I'm supposed to win.
But he's also risking his health.
He's risking
in the
everything.
sense of like he could have broken his ankle doing that, or at least a solid sprain.
His job, his health, his reputation. He completely missed the ball. That's the one thing you should really work on. They're memeing the hell out of this. They're comparing it to Lucy from Peanuts, moving the ball before Charlie Brown gets there. There all sorts of memery going on with this guy. He didn't even get close to kicking the ball. So I don't know if this is proof that something is rigged, if it was just a great big accident, as is the case. Hell, I don't know if Franklin the Turtle was involved. He's all over the place these days.
It's gotten bad for this kicker to the point where he had to limit the comments on his Instagram to stop the flood of trolling.
Could you imagine the booze? Or I guess maybe not as many because people were so confused as to how that happened.
I've never seen it happen before.
I've never seen it happen. Yeah, Neither did Danny DeVito.
Danny DeVito. And I don't know if that's impressive or not. Like, is Danny DeVito an avid football watcher?
But he's seen a lot of stuff in his lifetime.
He has. Yeah. I mean, what a guy. Love him. I don't watch anything with him on.
I haven't really watched much of this whole Peyton and Eli Manning version of football. But it seems to be just like a Zoom call where they're all watching the game together.
Right.
And to the point where at the beginning of that clip that you played, one of them had a BRB notice on. Like, he was in the bathroom or something, and so instead of his face being there, it was just like a little Post-it note that said BRB.
Where did he post it? I should do that all the time.
It would be like Sabrina ditching during the show, and you just got a Post-it note on the screen that says BRB, and that's how they do it over there. It's loose, baby. It is. It's a whole different world. I don't know if it's the best move or not, but it seems like some people like it. Tips@thenewsjunkie.com. Taylor emails the show. Taylor says, I don't remember when we were bombing and murdering the Sacklers or the pill mills during the opioid crisis, but that was Americans killing Americans for profit, so I see the difference, says Taylor. I mean, would you be okay with it in that case? The pill mill people were pretty terrible. I think what they did was just unbelievable, is just a scourge on humanity.
that all these people for a couple of dimes and dollars did this with pills. I think it's bad. And I think the fentanyl thing is triply as bad. Fentanyl is truly a terrible thing. A lot of cases, you might not think about things like this, but fentanyl probably kills more people than weapons. Fentanyl is, you could have a one pool-sized thing of fentanyl. It could kill every single American. Celine, real quick, how many Americans have died of fentanyl? How many Americans?
It's certainly up there, but I thought guns were definitely the biggest killer of Americans.
This is with us. I'm not talking about Americans, just in particular. I'm talking about globally, even the amount of people that die off. This is with Narcan. We have Narcan, so we're bringing these people back from the dead in so many cases, and we still have a ton of people dying, which is crazy.
Since 2021, over a quarter of a million Americans have died from fentanyl overdoses.
Right, that's obviously way more Americans that have died in any sort of war in that time period. It's not even close. But globally, is that a thing we could look globally? How many people have died from fentanyl versus died from? Well, it's tough because you got to do it. Died from war in the time that fentanyl's been around. I don't even know when fentanyl was kicked off. There wasn't like a grand opening party or anything.
So globally,
you weren't invited? No, they didn't bring me in.
Well, other countries like Canada and Scotland report some fentanyl-related deaths. Their rates are vastly lower than the U.S. Many other nations do not report significant numbers or have comprehensive tracking systems. As far as gun-related deaths, firearm homicide rates vary widely by country. For example, in 2023, the U.S. had a gun homicide rate of 4.42 per 100,000 people, while Jamaica had a rate of 42 per 100,000 people, and many European and Asian countries had rates below 0.5 per 100,000 people.
I just want to know guns versus fentanyl.
I tried, but
2021 comparison.
Okay.
Deaths involving synthetic opioids, primarily fentanyl, were over 75,000. Firearm deaths were 48,830.
Damn. I mean, that's crazy, isn't it? We don't really view those things as the same. Not that we do a lot about the gun death side of things either, but it's just crazy.
But it's not going to stop drug dealers and, the drug industry, illegal drugs, from putting that in. If you stop the cartel, there will be somebody else who brings it in because it is lucrative. For all the deaths, there are 2 times more, if not more than that, of people who are buying it and surviving and buying more of it.
Sure, but it's impossible, right, that this is not impacting the people who are willing to traffic these drugs.
Oh, I'm sure.
Right? Like, nobody's going to go, hey, I'll do it for the same amount when the U.S. government is blowing these boats up. And if you don't die the first time, dropping reportedly, another bomb on your boat to make sure that you're definitely 100% dead. That has to be impacting the flow of drugs and the amount of people who are willing to traffic this stuff. I would think, maybe not, but I would think it would. Okay, we're running late. We got a quick break.
Oh, damn.
When we come back, I got one more sports thing to get to. We'll get to that. We got to get to the 50 Cent Diddy documentary and some of the things happening in that world. We'll get to it at some point here on the show. Maybe that'll be in the next episode.
Thank you.
I got some other things on that. But we have many things to talk about on a Share the Show Tuesday. It's coming up next on the News Junkie.
It's never been easier to listen to Real Radio 104.1 wherever you go. Make us your number one preset on our free iHeartRadio app.
From the Clausman Law Traffic Center, car crash, call Clausman Law. ClausmanLaw.com.
That crash has been moved off to the shoulder on the ramp from 408 westbound to John Young Parkway. Traffic's getting by a little bit better now. On the major roadways, just expect a little bit more delays than usual. We got some rainy conditions slowing you down. The roadways are wet out there. There's a crash on Colonial Drive eastbound at Avalon Park Boulevard. That's blocking the right lane.
Hello! Share the show, everybody. How do you share the show? Well, you just hit that like button. Right now, if you could take one moment and hit that like button, it would save so many young, starving Malawian children. And it would also help out for Share the Show Tuesday. So if you don't mind. If you don't mind, hit that like button. should export the seized fentanyl to the Russian positions in Ukraine. Putin's zombie hordes probably wouldn't turn the pain relief away. Maybe. But let me tell you something. I don't want to go anywhere near these drugs. They're bad. My quest in life is to have as much fun as possible, enjoy myself as much as possible, create some awesome things along the way, make other people's lives more interesting and entertaining, all the rest. But if I was on the front line in a war, I probably wouldn't pass them. I put a magnet in a Salvation Army donation bucket. Best donation they've gotten in a long time. If you don't know what he's talking about, go to thenewsjunkie.com and learn about Game of Magnets. Before you know it, you can have your hand on a News Junkie magnet. Why are we talking about trans in the chat? It already gets way too much oxygen. We don't need to talk about that. Let's talk about the boats. And unless there's trans on boats. Are there trans on boats? Do we have trans on boats? There may be. I'm not sure. Trans Am? My News Junkie magnet is completely destroyed on my car. It's just a square of torn paper. MFQ, there were like 3 or 4 designs where they switched the printing process on me and didn't tell me. And so when they get rained on and over time, they're not outdoor certified. The newer ones and the older ones are, but there was like 3 designs that don't last well. There's definitely something in it for you. Transporting drugs? Suicide is 58% of gun deaths in America. I don't deny that. I'm going to open the door. Just opening the door. I'm going to make sure the door works. Courtney, are you there? How you doing? Just opening the door over here. Oh, okay. Let me know if you need any help. Just a little chit chat. That wasn't at all for some sort of visual test that Austin's doing right now. Unrelated to that. Unrelated. 2 minutes. Japan is supporting Taiwan, and that should be celebrated. Are you supporting Japan?
For what?
Do you like Japan? Yes or no?
Yes.
Do you like Brazil? Yes or no?
No.
You don't like Brazil?
No.
Whoa. No details? No. No reasoning? No. No nothing. No slams door. Rare unforced error from Dortney? I don't know what that was. 1 minute. You like Japan? Yes. You like Brazil? No. I don't know why. I don't know. She thought you meant the waxing? Oh, I don't know about that. Brazil catching strays? True. Brazil, how could this happen? On my watch. Unbelievable. All right, we're coming back live on the show, everybody.
Symptoms with DayQuil Intense Flu. DayQuil Intense Flu provides powerful relief of your flu symptoms.
I'm ready for that to-do list.
Wow, you do got this.
Dayquil Intense Flu, the daytime coughing, aching, fever, under your flu medicine. Use as directed, keep out of reach of children.
Do you have AC needs? Turn to the experts at Carrier. Go to millsair.com.
Portions of the following program were pre-recorded.
Broadcasting live from the JustCallMo.com studios. Injured on the go? Just call Mo. Visit JustCallMo.com or dial 1-800-CALL-MO. This is WTKS-FM HD1 Cocoa Beach, Orlando. An iHeartRadio station. Guaranteed human. Because the newspapers don't come with cliff notes or potentially offensive accents.
Viral stories of the day, and look at you today on a Share the Show Tuesday. Looking sharp, spreading the word about the News Junkie radio show. Learn more at thenewsjunkie.com. We tried to finish up the 4 available Stranger Things episodes last night, but God, I got on that last one. The 4th one is an hour and 30 minutes plus for one episode.
I mean, that's, I guess, what we get for waiting for 3 years.
Yeah, I mean, I find it hard to complain about it because it's like more content, more show, and that's cool. And I've begun to really appreciate the music more than almost anything in Stranger Things.
Well, that's been a constant throughout the show. I mean, I remember
know why he's saying that.
Why?
You're loving Upside Down Diana Ross.
I do like that song. Upside Down. It's so catchy. It goes it's like almost too on the nose for the series Stranger Things, where there's an upside down world, to use the upside down song.
You think somebody at the Stranger Things people were like, how did we wait this long?
You idiots.
Diana's
My
like,
God.
yeah, for sure. She's not alive anymore.
That one has been on a bunch of times in the first handful of episodes in Stranger Things season 5.
She is
and
alive.
there's another one, another person falsely killed on this show. Too soon. There was another one that they've been playing in the last couple episodes, and of course they're still playing the Kate Bush song, for God's sake, man.
I mean, she got a massive spike in royalties and listens since this new season.
Yeah, I mean, the last season featured out of nowhere a Kate Bush song that first go round when it was released wasn't a hit, came back mega hit now because of the show, and they're still playing it in some of these episodes. It's just got to be an absolute blessing for Kate Bush. So good for her, I say. Congratulations. We'll get to you and a lot of your responses, a lot of feedback coming in on the show. We appreciate that, of course.
That's got to be weird as a legacy artist like that. Mm-hmm. To get a call one day and they're like, by the way, especially when it's a TikTok thing. They're like, hey, you know that song that only your really true fans like? Well, it's a TikTok dance now, so all of the kids know it.
What's a TikTok is what she probably said.
Yeah, I mean, that stuff gets introduced to completely new generations of people, not unlike I might screw this up, but remember when the guy was doing the skateboard thing?
Dreams, Fleetwood Mac.
Yeah, Fleetwood Mac's Dreams was the song that he used, and all these young people just scrolling through their social feeds are like, I never heard this song before. That's literally how most music is taking off these days, as little audio clips in the back of videos on people's TikTok or YouTube shorts or whatever.
Oh, they do it on purpose. That one country singer who was like just trying to get his material out there and trying to get people to notice him. And his daughter was, I think it was his daughter, that said, you have to have a TikTok dance for this song, and that's how it blows up. And that's the like Applebee's on a Friday song or whatever it's called.
Yeah, and it works. I mean, we've got our friends are in a band called Day to Remember, and a very, very big band, and huge in the rock world, play in front of massive crowds, got tons of hits. Great, great band. I really like them. The way I first heard of the band A Day to Remember was I had one or two people send me this clip of this dad, I believe. This dad was in his car with his kid, kind of like how Sealand rides around with Jackson in the back seat, and he had a whole setup and stuff. And then they started playing Downfall of Us All from A Day to Remember, and the little kid who was like just a couple years old is like, and
and he was doing the bit at the beginning of the song, and that's how I got exposed. I was like, what is this song that's actually going on? The viral video is funny, the baby is funny, the dad is funny, but what's the actual song? Because this is pretty catchy. That is a way that a lot of music gets passed around nowadays. It's kind of cool, and it doesn't matter where it's from. It does. This will make music from decades and decades and decades ago popular all over again. So let us know what you think as that continues out there, and give us your thoughts if you've seen any of these Stranger Things season 5, because a lot of people are watching that. I did see there's a lot of people going after the cast of Stranger Things because some of the members of the cast are really, really, really thin, like Ariana Grande and the Cynthia Erivo or whatever lady in the Wicked movie.
I'm sorry, I just named a Sex in the City.
There's some portion, it seems, I mean, maybe not a huge portion, of females in Hollywood that all of a sudden are like very, very, very thin
Skin
and frail.
And bones, man.
And one of the girls from the new Stranger Things was doing the red carpet, and she looks very much like that, you know, and she just really, really, really thin. And it gives you throwbacks to the 90s when a lot of the fashion houses would use these like heroin chic models.
She looks so thin compared to what we just watched
in
the new season.
Yeah.
She looks great. Max?
She looks fine. Yeah, the character who plays Max looks fine. But
Did she
this
forget
other
to
girl,
put a shirt on?
she just looks incredibly thin. There's this like weird, mega emaciated look that's kind of spreading around out there. And often, honestly, spreads through young women because of so much pressure to obtain particular celebrity looks and stuff.
Well, remember
Also,
they found
ease of it.
They found that old clip of like Tyra Banks or the show that she was involved with, where they were telling a perfectly thin woman that she was like, "No, you're too fat for this.
Yeah,
you're never going to make it." I was like, "Oh,
that was off the rails, man."
Yeah,
the idea that things used to be like that, and now I don't know that there's a lot of people saying like, "Oh, this is hot. But this is definitely a thing." I look at Ariana Grande. It's not my business, really, but I wonder if there's still this major problem, which I'm just sure there is, of these younger girls striving to hit this level of thin that is probably very unhealthy. It just can't be good to be that thin and frail.
But with that notoriety, I mean, Ariana Grande has been talked about in the internet realm about her weight for so long. Doesn't seem to faze her. And then you look at this, picture you just showed of the gal from Stranger Things, who surely has seen the talks of Ariana Grande and how thin she is, and still made that decision. I mean, she's an adult woman. I think she's in mid-20s, early 30s.
Yeah, she's got to be. Most of them are on Stranger Things now, yeah. So they're like, she's an adult for sure. She looks small in Stranger Things season 5. I don't know her character. I don't know what the name of her character is.
It's Nancy.
Is it? Nancy,
no,
yeah, okay.
That's Natalia Dyer. That's not Nancy.
Who's this lady then?
I don't know.
That's Nance for sure, dude.
Hang on. Let's see. I'll got this person, and then I'll go Nancy Stranger Things. And is this the same person? This person and this
I don't know what character that is then. Yes, it is. I just saw her.
This person. I think this is one of the people I thought that worked at the ice cream place. I don't know. That's a good question. Let me see. Maybe somebody mentions it. She's very, very thin.
In Stranger
Things.
No,
Vecna is one of the bad guys.
Jesus, C-Lane.
It said Vecna on the screen, man. I don't know.
Vecna is. You gotta watch the show.
Yeah, you are out of the loop on Stranger Things.
No, 1,000% that's Nance. I don't know what other main character it's getting talked to at the red carpet event for this show that would be. That's her.
That's crazy.
That's a girl who plays Max, and the one before that was a girl who plays Nance. I don't know. Someone help me out.
I'm asking you.
Okay, I'm wrong then, but that's all right.
Okay, now C-Lane, do me a favor and look up Vecna.
I already did. I already know how wrong that was. That definitely not.
It's not Vecna. Just for all you Stranger Things fans, it's just definitely not that.
Vecna's lost a lot of weight despite all the kids who
somebody says it's the same person. I don't know. It might be. She's just very, very thin is the point, and there's a lot of this going around. And it sort of dovetails on another thing, which I think is the worst. I find this to be so obnoxious. when people, and by people, I mean a small fraction of losers online, get upset about celebrities losing weight, and they get upset about what they see as like the dissolution, the explosion or implosion of the body positivity movement or whatever. I think it's so cringe and weird to do this. It's so cringe and weird. Like Amy Schumer, who has lost an immense amount of weight.
She looked wild in the latest post she had.
She looks completely and totally different. And she said,
Didn't she also go and delete all of her fat pictures off Instagram?
I heard that. I don't know if that's true or not. Here is Amy Schumer these days. If you haven't seen her, I could put this up on See It Now.
She looks incredible, man.
But she looks great. She's a lot healthier, I would think, than she was. She's a lot thinner than she was before. She said she lost 50 pounds. I say kudos to you. And people just do the same crap now. They either tell you, like, how dare you lose weight? How dare you do this to the body positivity movement? Like, kiss my ass. Or they go, oh, you just did it with Ozempic. So, lazy celebrity, blah, blah. But who cares, man?
Exactly. She's feeling herself. Talk about body positivity. She seems to be very happy where she's at.
I think she looks better than she did.
Meghan Trainor lost a bunch, too. She did. She looks different.
Yeah. I think
Same
Meghan
size
Trainor,
teeth, though.
I think Meghan Trainor went and got some other work done, too, at the same time. I think
listen, their body,
she got the whole kit and caboodle. I think she got like the boob job, lost the weight, a whole damn
who
thing.
looks wild? Demi Moore.
Mm-hmm.
That was a change. Just posted, and has always been a very thin woman, very beautiful. And it seems like all of a sudden there was a major shift in what she got done or added to.
Well, you would have to.
Is this what I have to look forward to in the next 10, 20 years?
If you were her, you would probably do the same thing if you had to be naked for as long as she was during the substance. That woman was just like...
Okay, but then she also had 15 boobs.
Yeah, at the end. But there were so many scenes where they were just standing around naked. I would, before a movie, if I had to do a nude scene in a movie, everybody, I'm down today. Big weight loss underway. First day of the post-Thanksgiving break. Big drop down from 216 yesterday to 214 today.
Woo!
Mega drop.
This guy. I thought something looked different about you.
In case you were wondering if this was Leonardo DiCaprio behind the microphone today, no, it's me. Just dropped 1.5 pounds.
I thought you were just going to cut the mic on and start dumping 26-year-olds.
Right. Yes. No, I'm not. It's just me behind here. But I think it's impressive when people do this stuff. I think it's good that people do this stuff. I think this is weird losers online complaining about things. I do kind of worry. I hope that people aren't feeling a pressure to feel as thin as some of these women are in these productions, because it's just bad. That's wild.
Especially when it's like physically a pressure on your pants that don't fit as well as they used to.
I've felt that, unfortunately. Let's go to a couple of emails real quick. This is Anonymous, tips@thenewsjunkie.com. Anonymous says, hey, junkies, you guys are talking about fentanyl overdoses, and sadly, I've had 3 friends who have overdosed from this. One of them, unfortunately, lost his life. One of them just happened a few months ago. He thought he was surfing with a different drug. And thankfully, he was able to be saved from Narcan. My best friend just overdosed this past weekend because she thought she was sniffing cocaine. It was laced with this stuff. Thankfully, she was also found in time, and Narcan saved her life. I think the worst part of this all is people have families and children, and as soon as they both got out of the hospital, they went and found more drugs. I'm sorry, but I just don't understand how that didn't scare the S out of them enough to make them want to stop. Anyways, love the show. Hope you guys have a great day. Okay, let's go over to Taylor, who says, we already did this one. We already had this in earlier. You can email the show, tips@thenewsjunkie.com. I've got a bunch more to get to here. I'll get those queued up for a little bit later. We'll get to one audio dispatch right now, or let's do a video dispatch. Here's Bridges with a video dispatch for us.
Here's the crazy thing about fentanyl deaths. C-Lane said since 2021, 250,000 people have died from overdoses. Mm-hmm. Well, in World War II, America lost about 250,000 people during their time in World War II.
That's crazy. Man. Yeah, we don't often think about things in terms of the actual destruction being done. And it is absolutely insane how many people and families are affected by that stuff, which is why I think there's some measure, a significant measure of people who see the narco boats being bombed and they're like, good, I don't want these drugs coming into the country. These people are making money off of the deaths of countless others. And I think some people are like the Megyn Kelly clip where she was like, make it take longer and torture them. I think some people feel that way because of the impact that it's had on their life afterwards.
Do we know for sure that those bombs destroyed the drugs as well? Or is someone going to scoop them up after the fire dies down?
There's a possibility that they're releasing more about this, but I am not seeing like a post-mortem where they go, here are the people who died. Here's why we targeted them. Here's the evidence we had against them. Here's why, blah, 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 blah. I mean, I would expect.
Did they go get them?
That, but
yeah, you would think that's an important piece of information.
Do they just let them sink or get them?
I mean, they posted to social media immediately. How about just commented on your own thread, like, by the way, here's the backup info.
No, they clearly want people to be scared that their drug boat is going to be the next one, I think they want this to spread. And there's no way that it hasn't. But let us know what you think. Send your dispatches. Record yours now. Go over to thenewsjunkie.com. Hit the record button. When we come back, we're going to get geared up for the next episode before too long. We also have to talk about another thing, believe it or not, in the world of sports, and the fans have gone too far. The idea that you would do this in the name of your football team is out of line and unbelievable. Honestly, these people should be arrested. Why? Wait till you hear what happened. That is coming up next on the News Junkie.
Real Radio is the Jim Colbert Show.
I'm not a dumbass. Like, I get it. I understand.
The Jim Colbert Show. Weekdays at 3 on Real Radio 104.1.
From the Odoo.com Traffic Center. Odoo.com, the only business software you'll need.
The sun's coming out, so the rain's not going to be really affecting your ride, although expect the roadways to be wet out there still, and there's also a couple of accidents that might be slowing you down. Colonial Drive eastbound at Avalon Park Boulevard. On the ramp from 408 westbound to John Young Parkway off to the shoulder, there's a crash.
Hello, school mic activated. We're live. Welcome behind the scenes. As we are in a commercial break on the show, I want to hang out with you a bit. It's what we do to pass the time. Radio, it turns out, lots of commercials. That doesn't jive well with the streaming world. You guys don't want so many commercials. So we chat. We talk during the breaks. Hello, hello, hello. Hit that like button over on the stream if you don't mind. Now, I know some of you eagle-eyed viewers have noticed, but I turned the lighting intensity in the studio as a day 2 test from 100% to 90%. Very big visual difference. I'm trying to get my main shot perfectly dialed in, specifically for the longer form videos that I'm going to get back to in the next couple of weeks. Gonna be glorious. 2 minutes and we're back live. Clearly dimmer, I noticed immediately but didn't want to make you paranoid. Thank you so much for thinking of me in these trying times and moments. Looks good, says Ted. Looks good, says Landscape. So a little less bright, but the whole room is still filled with lights. And now I just gotta bring a little extra zhuzh, little extra depth and zhuzh to my main shot when I'm sitting over here. And maybe a little extra focus. But the only way I can figure this out is I have to keep recording clips, bringing them over here, looking at them, seeing if I've improved. It's a whole damn thing. Coming up next on the News Junkie. 90 seconds. Y'all, I gotta tell you, it was wild yesterday seeing the Luigi Mangione back in court posts on Reddit. 25,000 upvotes on r/pics. All of the people that I saw, at least towards the top of the comments, the most upvoted stuff was people saying, like, he's absolutely justified in what he did. So there is legitimately an interesting hypocrisy on display where it's like, on some level, extrajudicial murder, if it's by the cops or the U.S. government, bad. If it's by Luigi Mangione, hell yeah, brother. You did it. He's a cult hero. I do find that to be hypocritical. I still say wild take, murder equals bad. What do I know? All right, back to sports in a moment.
Denzel Washington, a two-time Academy Award-winning actor and cultural icon.
I don't take any credit for it. I just didn't put me first. I just put God first, and he's carried me.
Open your free iHeartRadio app. Search Next Chapter with TD Jakes. That's NXT Chapter. And listen now.
Do you own a small business? A seismic shift is coming. It's time to get super sure. Coming soon.
The only show brave enough to admit we Google half this stuff. This is the new.
What does that mean? Well, if you're new around here, it's just when you tell people about the News Junkie. Tell them about the show. You can follow us if you like. Do that at thenewsjunkie.com/share, or just simply hit the like button if you're watching over on YouTube. This would never happen in a Publix. It truly is a greater shopping experience in so many ways. Those of you who don't have a Publix, I feel for you today, especially those of you in the Northeast. Yeah, New York, I'm feeling for you today, all right? I'm feeling for you. You got a big-ass winter storm headed through, and you don't have a Publix to go to. It's a brutal, brutal thing to deal with. I truly think Publix, even though people bitch about how Publix is expensive, I don't get it. I think that's hypocrisy, too. I think people like to bitch how stuff is expensive, and they also like to bitch about employees deserve to be paid more. Employees deserve to be treated right. And when you have the biggest employee-owned company, I think, well, at least one of them out there, certainly the biggest employee-owned grocery store,
lots
and it
of
costs
room to grow.
Costs a little bit more, then they start complaining. So it's like nobody's ever happy. Right? The employees should be more well compensated, but if you make things a penny more expensive, then I hate you. Like that's sort of the battle that goes on at these places. But this would never happen, this story, at a Publix. It just wouldn't. It wouldn't. I bring this story to you from Channel 7 News in Miami, and it says, not one, not two, but 3 people have been arrested after deputies say they were caught having sex in the Winn-Dixie parking lot.
Oh.
Yeah, see,
a little less Winn.
Winn-Dixie is the one. If you don't know about the Southeastern grocery stores, Publix is the good one. Winn-Dixie is the dented cans one.
Okay, you know, it's a staple, and one of the only ones that are open, at least in Miami, during the holidays, because that's where I would have to go if we forgot something.
Winn-Dixie has some better deals.
It's a time warp, too. They don't update those stores very often.
No, still flickering lights in there. Fluorescent flickering lights inside. And outside, well, a little bit of this.
The last time that I was at a grocery store and walked by somebody and thought, that guy reeks of weed, it was at a Winn-Dixie.
That makes sense. That adds up. It does. It adds up. 3 arrested after deputies say they were caught having sex in a Winn-Dixie parking lot in the Florida Keys. 3 people were brought in by the cops. They were heavily intoxicated, having sex in the grocery store parking lot in the middle of the day, because why not? Deputies were called to the grocery store lot at noon, where they found all 3 individuals engaged in sex acts. All were taken to jail. Sharon Kosplinski
45.
That's a fun name.
She's 45 years old. This was a threesome in public in a grocery store parking lot. She was 45. The dudes were 43 and 59. That's
a demo.
They are way too old to be engaging in parking lot sex, these three. What is going on out there?
Riddle me this, maybe a Mo question. What if it's same parking lot, but it's in an RV? Are
Then
you
you're good.
still really? So
I think you're covered in an RV. You're like inside a house.
Okay,
I think
in
the
that
problem
case,
is that
they would still arrest you if it was in a van with no windows.
I think the problem is that it's visible. So let's take this at the best, the steelman argument here. If I have a van and the windows are entirely blocked out, no one can see into this van at all, and I'm having sex inside the van, am I committing a crime? Don't believe so.
Because I'm not exposing myself to anybody that doesn't want to see it.
Right.
All those people are inside the van. All of them. There are many, many, many of them, as it sounds in my story. But
van orgy.
This is a situation where the people on the outside, little kids and stuff at the grocery store, they're not impacted, I guess.
Huh.
Sharon, 45, was charged with unlawful exposure of sexual organs, disorderly intoxication, resisting without violence. It was her second arrest for similar public conduct in 3 months.
She likes public sex.
I guess so. Marshall Lowry, 43, of Key Largo, was charged with committing unnatural and lascivious acts and disorderly intoxication.
What was unnatural about them?
59-year-old Michael McDonald Howard was charged with unlawful exposure of sexual organs and disorderly intoxication. A threesome in a parking lot of a Winn-Dixie in the middle of the day.
What kind of car?
They did not mention the car.
Because
no.
if it was like a Prius, I mean, I feel like some sort of award should be given.
Yeah.
That's an easy back seat for a threesome.
Jeez. It does feel like it would be difficult if it wasn't some sort of van, but then they must have been able to see this. Did you find out what happens in that case, Celine? If you can't see in the windows, then the people can't be accused, I wouldn't think, of exposing anything. And
am I really asking ChatGPT this?
Yes.
Yeah.
Allowed to have sex in a van
asking for a friend.
Public.
Don't put that.
The windows are completely covered.
Yep, there you go. And it's going to think
Oh, gosh, I should have. No, I should do this on incognito mode.
Too late, buddy. Too late. Now it's out there for the world and for AI, certainly. I'll put these folks up.
Oh, okay.
What do you got?
Short answer, no. Covering the windows doesn't make it legal.
All right.
Even if the windows are completely covered, sex in a vehicle parked in a public place can be charged as lewd or lascivious conduct or public indecency. The key legal standard is whether the act happens in a public place or in a location where the public could reasonably be exposed, not whether someone actually saw you.
Okay, but they can't reasonably be exposed if there's no way for them to see the activity that's going on.
That's what I said. What the window coverings do change reduces the chance anyone will see something and call the police, but it does not change the legality.
Right.
Police don't need to witness the act themselves. A complaint, suspicious vehicle call, or welfare check can lead to them knocking, and now you're caught in a public place committing a prohibited act.
Okay, all right. We'll put that on the Mo list, too, just to run it by him and see what the hell he thinks about all of this. And before we get to what's going on in the next episode, and of course, we're also going to get to your dispatches and emails on the show. Record yours at thenewsjunkie.com. In the world of sports, we return once more because the Philly fans, I know some of you Philly fans, you're out of control.
Easy.
You got problems. You're out of control.
Hey, you guys, go Birds.
Here's the story. There are people who are upset. Well, they're upset at everything in Philly. They throw snowballs at Santa Claus, for God's sake. But they're upset about the offensive coordinator for the Philadelphia Eagles. His name is Kevin Patullo. And they're not huge fans of what he's doing. And apparently what they've done is they've taken to attacking this Philadelphia Eagles offensive coordinator. And they egged his house. They went to his house because they were so pissed at what was going on. I think they filmed themselves. They went outside the house, and they egged
They filmed themselves throwing eggs at the guy's house, who's the offensive coordinator
Did they make it? They seem quite the distance.
They're in the front yard. They're across from the sidewalk. Is this something you could go to jail for? It seems like a crime. Egging a house?
I think egging, there needs to be damage. So like toilet paper in a house, I've told, is not as bad because you don't damage anything. Like I think that you could get like a citation for littering, but you have to do something that would cause like monetary damage to the house, and that's when it starts becoming a little more criminal.
Yeah, eggs aren't going to do that in most cases, I wouldn't think. But these guys just went to the Philadelphia Eagles offensive coordinator, Ken Patullo's house, and started throwing eggs at the guy's house. Too far, Philly fans.
What did he do? What was their reasoning?
They said he sucks. He's been making terrible calls, and the team sucks because of him. They rank 24th in yards per game and 19 in points per game. And that is honestly unacceptable. I can't stand for it myself, but don't egg the guy's house, please. When we come back, the next episode with Sabrina. What's coming up on the next episode?
What's coming up on the next episode? Tommy Lee and Pamela Anderson have fans, but there is one person who is quite the throwback and very rich fan. New snake alert, new snake alert. Take that Mirrorball trophy and shove it because your dad is a snake now, kind of. Plus, this weekend, Sioux City, Celebrity Edition, lawsuit style. All that and so much more coming up on the next episode.
And that is coming up next on the News Junkie.
Coming up tonight on Real Radio at 7, it's a corporate time with Tom and Dan. Brought to you by MyEternalVitality.com and Modern Plumbing Industries. At 9 p.m., it's Real Laughs with...
Hello.
Florida, and happy Tuesday. I'm Fox 35 swim team meteorologist Jessica Dobson with a check of your forecast. And for today, it's going to be a
One moment.
day. We're expecting about a 40 to 50% chance of some scattered showers and even a couple of thunderstorms. These won't stick around for too long with best chances to...
A new study, because they study these things, suggests that cats meow twice as much to men as they do to women. What does this obviously very important information tell us about cats, about women, and about men? Cats meow twice as much at men as they do women. Groundbreaking study, unbelievable information coming in. The next episode is on the way in just a bit here. Eagles won a Super Bowl this year, worst fans ever. They are pretty brutal, are they not? Pussy don't recognize pussy? The message is cats are assholes? Yikes. Bad take. PSA, Indian food is delicious and should be eaten more? Absolutely true. Very, very true. Indian food is fantastic. Indian city living is not fantastic. Indian sewage is really less than fantastic. In some cases, Indian hygiene could be improved greatly in particular areas. They have their flaws. We all do. But Indian food, magnifique. Magnifique. Mystic Ridges says cats purr at the inferior sex to get their attention. It is strikingly similar to the human world. It is. Cats meow twice as much at guys. If it's anything that animals do, like in my house, it's probably because they think they're dumb, like myself. Hello?
What did animals do?
I'm not doing a show for them and for you. I'm doing one show. If you're not paying attention, get out of here and go do your Brazil hating somewhere. What other countries do you hate?
I don't hate any country.
What about Russia?
No, I don't like Russia.
You don't like Russia?
No. Not because of the people. I don't dislike the Russian people.
What about Canada?
No, not really. I don't think they should be in our sports.
Out of U.S. sports entirely?
Yeah, all of them.
Wow. You're going to offend everybody today. What are you doing?
Stay on the floor?
Oh. What do you want from me?
Okay.
How high can you kick your foot?
Higher than you can?
Let me see.
No.
Let me see. Can you do higher? Oh, that wasn't that good. Can you do higher than this? Huh!
Yes, I could do it right there.
That was definitely higher than me, yeah. All right. Well, you know, you win some, you lose some. I did not win that round. If she wants to know, she has to subscribe like the rest of us. True. I wonder if the opposite is true. My dogs abuse me all the time. All I know is I think a lot of times, Lady, my lovely dog, looks at me like I am so stupid. And then she'll look at Courtney. She'll look at me. She'll look at Courtney. And she'll be like, tell this idiot to do the thing. She looks so frustrated with me as a person or a dog. Or I'm the person. I mean, I was human. I mean, I still am human. In just a couple of minutes, the next episode is happening on the show. That's when we unlock all of the big viral entertainment news stories. And we'll talk about Ja Rule is pissed off at 50 Cent for this documentary about Diddy. I don't even know the drama there, but we'll explore it a bit. Cheeseball moron, exactly. 1 minute. Exactly.